Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a library book haul. This is part of my November TBR. I just thought I'd go to the library instead because I don't really want to keep ordering books because I haven't really got the room anymore. I've actually had to get rid of loads of my books and take them upstairs and put them on bookshelves because I just ran out of so much room. They were kind of covering the floor of my bedroom, around my bed, and I thought, no, I've got to start reorganising the room and making space for new books, which is great because then I get to pick even better books and new books. When I went to the library not too long ago, I've picked up loads of books. For some reason, I don't know why, but my library decided to get in loads of good books. Not that I'm complaining, but because it's quite a small library, they don't usually get that many recent titles in. So I don't know what happened. Maybe because of lockdown, people were just getting the books into my area and then taking them back to this library, which is great. So when I went there, I found loads of really good titles that I wouldn't normally expect to see, not unless you order them in, obviously. So I got the books, and I kind of realised after I got them all that they all kind of along a similar vein. I don't know why. Maybe I was in the mood for that, but I think maybe just as well, I just keep hearing about these books. And yeah, so I'm quite lucky and I'm really happy with my finds. And yeah, I'll show you what I've got to read this month. So the first book I found was a little novella by Sally Rooney. It's really short, it's only 48 pages. Sally Rooney is like really known for her everyday conversations, those intense conversations about like love, death, politics, and all that kind of really strong stuff. And and I know this book is going to be really intense because of the size of it, because it's so small. I know that these conversations, which she's a master at, are going to be so good. I really like her novel, Normal People. I thought it was really good because it was just really, it's kind of I don't know if it's bad to say, but it was really not boring, but it was really mundane, like just mundane things, like normal things happening to these characters. And the TV series showed that. Like, I know like people might think, oh, it's got really overhyped. It was overhyped, I agree with that. And also some people I agree with saying nothing really happens. Nothing really does happen, which is why I like it. Because it's kind of like nothing does happen, but it does happen. And the things that happen are really normal. They would happen to you or me, and I love that. I think it's just really realistic. And I'm sure this is the same. It's about a girl called Suki and her boyfriend called Nathan, and they're on the brink of their relationship. And it's probably going to have a lot of fighting or just a lot of like stuff about, this is what I'm guessing. I have no idea, I haven't read it yet and I don't want to know what it's all about, so I'm just guessing it's about their relationship. And all I can see from the blurb as well is that her mum's dead and her dad's difficult. That seems to be a common theme with Rooney's books. There's always like a difficult dad, or like a dad that's not really there or just not very good at being a dad and kind of a bit useless and a bit helpless. And the daughter usually has to help them out, and kind of or the dad's just absent. Like in Normal People, the dad was passed away, or the mum was also getting absent. So maybe it's like a Harry Potter thing, which is just like, or not Harry Potter, but maybe it's just one of those things where the mum and the parents she's just get rid of, and also the way that then that affects their children's lives in the future. So the next book I picked up was Fangirl by Rowell. I've never read any of her books before, but I'm quite excited to read it because everyone on BookTube and Instagram keeps going on about it. So yeah, I thought I'd just make my own opinion of it. And I really think the concept I would quite like because it's about a girl who writes fan fiction. So I can't see why I wouldn't like that because I love reading fantasy, I love sci-fi, I love historical dramas, I love period dramas. So yeah, I'm sure I love it. And it's about, from what I've read of the blurb and what I've read online, it's about two girls, two twin sisters that is, Ren and Kath, and they're going off to university, and Ren wants to go off and spread her wings and maybe go away from Kath, make her new own friends, make her own experiences at university. And I think that's really good because, I mean, you got to kind of experience things for yourself at university and you've got to go your own way. But Kath's feeling left out, apparently. No, I think it's like a little hypothetical, no. But Kath gets left out, and because she's so used to her sister being there, and she prefers the comfort of her fan fiction, and she can make better experiences, better things, stories for herself using fan fiction. So, but then I guess obviously because it's a romance and it's coming of age story, she finds her way and will hopefully experience some stuff that shows that real life is just as good as writing fan fiction and make believe. So yeah, and we all love fan fiction, but it's obviously good to live your own life and be adventurous and go out there and find good stuff and romance and adventures. Did I repeat that? I don't know. But you get the point. Yeah, I'm sure I'll love it because it sounds like a really great coming of age story. So the next book I picked up was very close to that book I just showed you. So it is Wayward Sun by... Is it Wayward Sun? Yeah, Wayward Sun. Like I forgot already. Wayward Sun by Rowell. And I'll be really honest, the reason I picked this up is because it's Wayward Sun, and all that does is remind me of a song that plays in Supernatural, the TV series. So, because I actually saw this book first before Fangirl, and I just saw this, and then I read the cover, the blurb, and I saw the picture, and I just thought I was just getting Supernatural TV vibes. It's a great series if you've seen it. I need to rewatch it. I used to watch all of it when I was younger. But yeah, back to the book. It's about Simon, and basically this is actually the second book, so I don't know, maybe I might find the first book on my ebook library, because our library has like ebooks on there, so I might find the first one and then read this. But this is great because the reason I also was drawn to this book was because it shows the romance after they get together, after the honeymoon stage, maybe not the honeymoon stage, but after, like, you know, the banging about and, you know, all that fight and struggle for them to get together. And then they finally get together, and then that's all you see at the end of the movie usually, or end of the book, is them finally getting together, having that first kiss. This shows the aftermath of that, and shows that, you know, what do you do when all those sparks have gone and you know, you just realise you're in a boring, just everyday life with this couple. And I think this is great for someone who's in a relationship and wants, you know, to a bit of spur of, you know, new things to do with their partner. And basically so back to the book. So basically it's about Simon, who's on the couch, he's a bit bored and he wants some spark in his life. He wants to do something with his romance. He's had this magic big romance and he just wants to do something exciting. And so they get in a convertible and go across, a vintage convertible that is, and go across America. And I love that. I've been across America and I absolutely loved it. It's the best thing ever. I think everyone should do it. It's just an amazing country from the natural side of things. Just going from one end to the other, it just changes completely the whole terrain. Being from the UK, I mean, the UK is beautiful in itself, but, you know, the US has got like mountains to desert to sunny beaches in California, and then on the other side it's completely different, like in Florida and just everywhere. It's just amazing how the terrain and the landscape just changes. I mean, it's a big country, so obviously why, but yeah, it's just incredible. I think this is going to be a really good read, and I can't wait to see what exciting adventures they get themselves into. Probably lots of trouble, and I really hope they do get into trouble, because what else happens on a big road trip with two young people? The next book I found, and I couldn't believe I saw it when I did. It was on the recent new in books section in my library, and I was just so happy when I saw it. It is The Starless by Erin Morgenstern. I absolutely love her first book, The Night Circus. It's one of my favourite books. You should all go read it. It's just a great book. It's just magical, there's romance, but it's not overdone romance, and there's different kind of storylines going on all at once. It's just, I read it quite a while ago, but that's how much I love it that I still remember it and I'm still recommending it. It's such a great book, and I'm sure this will be exactly the same. I'm not sure why I haven't read this book yet. I think it's just because I was going through a bit of a reading slump last year, beginning of this year, and yeah, with something like this I just need to be in the right mood, the right time, just so I can fully devour it. And yeah, I think now should be the right time. If not now, hopefully Christmas. I'll just keep renewing my I keep renewing the date. What do you call it? Keep renewing the... I've lost the word. I keep renewing the... I'll just keep renewing it. That's all I have to say, really, isn't it? It should be really good. I've heard so much good things about it. I've heard about it being really mysterious. There's lots of events going on, and there is 3 things that, like, 3 signs. That's basically, sorry, I didn't explain. I'm gonna start this again. Basically, it's about a boy who goes in the library at university and he finds this book, and it has this mysterious guide in it. This is from what I've heard, and he already knows, or he's got like 3 symbols. His name's Zachary, and it's like a key, a bee, key, a B. I'm trying to look for the symbols here. Oh, that's it. Key, I don't know, a key, a B and a sword. Yeah, so he follows these codes and he just goes on a mysterious adventure, and I think that just sounds amazing. It's going to be full of magic, full of just excitement, and I thought, and this is going to sound really funny, I don't know if you get this if you're from anywhere but the UK, but when we were younger we used to read these books in class called Biff and Chip books, and Biff and Chip and I think the dog Kipper, or maybe it was Biff, Chip and Kipper, was the youngest brother. Basically there's 3 children and their dog, and they used to always have to find this key. These stupid kids would go following this key, and they used to, it were great books. Biff and Chip basically would have to get this key and to keep taking them to different places, and they were basically just books to help you learn to read, and everyone fought for them in the library. In your classroom everyone wanted the Biff and Chip books because they were the most exciting. They always ended up in different places, like random places. Could be like medieval castle, or it could be dinosaurs, and yeah, they were just great books. But yeah, this is an adult book, so I know it's going to be even better, because when you're an adult you still want magic in your life and you still want mystery, and I'm sure this is going to provide everything because the author is amazing. So the last and final book I picked up was Kevin Kwan's Sex and Vanity, and I'm really excited to read this. I'm really excited because I loved Crazy Rich Asians. I thought it was such a cool film. I loved that there was a whole crazy, I keep saying love, but I just can't, but I was so proud of Hollywood. I was just proud in general, that they had a whole cast of Asian actors. I just love that, because they should just do that for everything, and when books actually have those characters in it, they should do it properly, and they should cast properly, because they should, and it's more diversity is needed in Hollywood films. And I hope this one gets turned into a novel. I haven't even read it yet. That's a big statement. I haven't even read it yet, but I just hope we just see more films like that, or just more books that are written about diverse characters and diverse heritage and backgrounds. So the main plot of this is about a young girl, and she meets this guy on holiday, and he's Chinese, and the girl in the main story is half Chinese. She's half American from my dad's side and half Chinese from my mother's side, and she's, I guess because she's born American, she identifies more with that American side of herself. When she sees this guy who's Chinese, she's like, I don't want to be with him. No, I'm not, I won't be with a Chinese guy. I'm not going to do that. She sees him again in the future and she just can't keep away. And so I think there's going to be lots of fun in this book, because Kevin Kwan is all about rich culture, lots of luxury, fashion, money, and just really extravagance. And it actually pays homage to A Room with a View. It's a classic. So yeah, I think it'll be a good book, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really exciting. So that's all my books. I hope you like them, and if you have anything to say about them, any opinions, I'd like to know. I really want to you know, have some sort of discussion about these books if you've read them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading them. Hopefully I'll get through them. I'm a really slow reader, so I mean, that's a big promise with these, but apart from Starless Sea, I think like they're all quite doable. Well, especially, let's put it like this, if I don't get to read Mr. Salary, then something's happened, because that's really short, that's 48 pages. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and see you next time.